Everybody, it's Master Theta Healer Karen Abrams. Welcome to Tuesday Tune-Up today. We are actually starting at our normal time, which hasn't always been the case lately. But I just wanted to come into a topic that I have a personal stake in more ways than one. And I'm sure we're talking about rejection and the power of rejection and how do we turn that slap in the face or that gut punch into the biggest gift that you've received as of yet. So we're going to start. Let me come into your space if that's okay with you. We're going to start with coming into theta healing. Mornings still, my brain is still learning. It's so funny. All right. So notice that I'm using theta healing. I'm going into a meditation connecting to my inner wisdom, God's source, whatever that name is for me, which is all of the names, and maybe for you it's a special name. And then we're also connecting to your subconscious mind so that we can identify what's at the bottom of the root of what we're going to work on today and every day. So here we go. We're going to first start out with, kind of cleaning the windshield, as I like to think about calling it, and let's let go of all of the energy that already has come to you that doesn't even belong to you, right? That never belonged to you in the first place at all. So I'm in my eyes closed because I'm already in theta and your eyes roll behind your head and you just don't want to see that. So here we go. Let's just go here. And so I'm going to ask you a question. Would you like to let go of all of the energy that never belonged to you from our collective, from the people that you love and you like and that you work with? And those might be all the same people. And sending all of that energy from your body that you've taken it on because for some reason you think this would be this will take some of this away from them. And so let's have God change that as a belief that taking on other people's energy, emotion, and experience helps them and helps me and helps you. So let's change that belief because that's an old kid belief. Completing and finishing all the vows, which are deep subconscious promises to do things that actually take your free will away, just like when you feel obligated to go to a party that you don't want to go to or see performance that you don't want to go to because you're too tired or whatever, and you go anyways and you're like, ugh. That energy that kind of pulls you when you don't want to do something, that's a vow. So it's complete and finish all the vows you have to take on everybody else's energy, emotion, and experience in order to heal them, save them, and for all the reasons that are out there. So set you free from that. So when you want to, you can. But when you don't want to, you don't either. You don't have to. There we go. So all that energy, just feel it peel off your body. Feel it come off your body like smoke. Whatever it is, it's totally cool. You may not feel anything at all, and that's fine too. I feel something. I need to be the witness of this just when I'm conducting the session. So that's what I asked for over 24 years ago. That's kind of wild. Okay. All right, so that's leaving the body, and let's do something about this very cool thing called technology that we can't live without, but is also harming our health in big and little ways. So let's, through this intention, through going through theta, and when our mind can tell our bodies what to do, and then direct the intention out of our bodies, we can say, let's let go of all of the harmful electromagnetic frequencies and harmful radiation that are in our lives, that we're surrounded by with our computers and our phones and everything else. And send that back to the universe's light or God's light, whatever works for you. Or into the void if you like that one. That's kind of dramatic and cool. There we go. All right. Perfect. All right. So now let's talk about rejection. So I experienced some last week and I'm still kind of reeling from it. And so I thought it was a good time to talk about it also. But I started thinking about it also that my origin story really around becoming a healer had to do with rejection also. So as I say in my little thing over here, rejection, a wise woman told me that, or shared that rejection is God's protection. And you don't think of it in the moment. And when I talk about my origin story of becoming a healer, and part of my life story is that when I was very little, my sisters who were very young, I think 5 and 7 probably, or 5 and 8. I mean, just crazy young and not mature and whatever. And they, I was the littlest kid at the time. I was the littlest sister, and I got locked out of their room. And kids can be cruel, and it doesn't, I don't hold that against them at all. But back then, that was a really big deal, and it shaped my identity. And one of the gifts that I got from it was that I began to include people because I didn't like being excluded. And people will tell you, and I just will tell you that I will be in a room, and I just really like people, so I want to know about them, and I'm generally welcoming. But anybody who comes in my house is going to be welcomed. And any house that I'm in, I'm going to welcome people because that's my thing, and that's one of the gifts that I got from that experience. And part of the reason that I help people is because that happened to me. And so in a way, my sisters were a bit little angelic hosts there and got me to this place. Now, I could have taken it and had a chip on my shoulder and started rejecting other people, but the choices that I made, including that experience and what I learned, brought me to this place where I'm talking to you right now. And so what I'd love you to do is think about some time when you were rejected, and it might have been last week, like me, or it might have been another time, and let's just give you God's understanding on whatever that thing is, that really giving you the divine understanding that rejection is God's protection, that it's here to give you the option of redirecting it towards something even better than is going on right now. There we go. And that maybe this rejection, maybe it's a total surprise. Maybe you had some sort of inkling that it was happening. Maybe it was such an ongoing occurrence that you just started expecting it from other people. And that's a big thing too. And so let's shift that expectation to be rejected, because that's part of, and also, actually, let me come into this other thing about this is an identity, right? Because it's such a powerful emotion that, and especially when things happen when we're kids, which they obviously do, that we decide that it's something that we did that caused somebody else to reject us, and something intrinsically of who we are that caused these kids or whoever to reject us, or our parents. It could be anybody, but it could be that your parents were tired and they're like, you know what, I can't touch you right now. I can't help you. I'm too tired. It could have been a lot of reasons that things happen. And so let's just have God, whatever that thing is that you're remembering in this moment, let's give you God's understanding of what you were meant to learn from it. What's the most compassionate and loving thing you can learn from it? And also that, like I said before, just giving this energetically, that there's some gift in here. There's something, maybe you're hiding from something, and part of being associated with those people was that. Maybe it was a job and you're being rejected from the job, but maybe the reason you are is because you've evolved past them. And I don't mean that in an egotistical way, but maybe you're just not vibrating where they're vibrating anymore, and they're in a real negative space. And so your positivity is causing them to reject you, like they don't recognize you as a member of the tribe. And so whatever that is, let's just get that. And also now change that identity. Like, I thought of myself, I'm the kid who got rejected by her sisters. And so at some point I had the expectation that when I had friends, and especially female friends, that at some point in time someone was going to reject me. And they might think I'm really cool at the beginning, but then they're going to go, well, there's that one thing about her. And because of that expectation, it happened in my life. I'm sure that was because of the expectation. It might have even influenced who I chose. There we go. And then also remember who is still in your camp, right? Who is still in your fields? Who still loves you? That even when I was going through friendships or, in my like teens and my 20s where there was rejection inside of them. I always had people around who were the solids, who always loved me no matter what. And so I ask of you the same thing, and have God help you figure out who in your life has always been there for you, who in your life always sees you as you are. And change that belief that I'm alone, right? That you're alone. Because that becomes an identity, and then you choose people once again who are rejecting to help you identify with being alone or identify with being someone who's rejected. And when we get that acknowledgement, as much as we don't like it, it's a truth that we held about ourselves that was so foundational that when somebody acknowledges it, then we go, oh, they know who I am, even though you don't like that, you know? And so we're just changing this from the ground up on all levels and all lifetimes, that you are worthy, and that you come into this experience of being a human being. However many times we do this, who knows? That you're worthy just because you exist. And just allow that to come in if that feels okay to you. And remind yourself of what joy feels like, and what a joy it was to have you come into the world. And that you can connect again to that gift that you had just as a little peanut. When you first came in and everyone's like, oh my God, so you had a baby, so-and-so had a baby, oh my God, she's so cute, oh my God, right? We all get that way, or most of us. You don't have to like kids, you could still know that it's a sweet thing when somebody has a kid. Awesome. And return to this. All right, my friends, and let's have God give you a body healing. And let you know who you are from God's perspective with all these changes that will continue to evolve. Have your consciousness return through the top of your head, all the way down your body, down the bottoms of your feet, deep into the earth, and get into that Mother Earth energy in the core. Touch the core of the earth, bring it back up the bottoms of your feet, filling up every single cell in your body with that earth energy so that you could operate heavy machinery after this. All right, all the way to the top of your head. Beautiful job, everybody. So remember this: rejection is God's protection. Find the gift inside of it, because there's something beautiful that's going to take you somewhere new and somewhere even better than you were before. And until next week, God bless and goodbye for now. See ya.